It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline. Former AD disowns pro-Biafra post on Facebook. Fire killed 28 people in Gombe. The news in full. Professor Emmanuel Ede, a Catholic cleric and Chancellor of Madonna University, has disowned a Facebook post in which he reportedly threw his support for pro-Biafra agitation. In a statement released by his special assistant, Dr. Martin Anangoso, the cleric said he needed to disown the alleged post in order to put the record straight. In the controversial post, former Ede was said to have asked President Muhammadu Buhari to let the people of Biafra live freely and exit Nigeria. However, while denying the post, which has gone viral, Professor Ede said that he did not make any post or publication on Facebook in any other platform whatsoever concerning the IPOB or Biafra. Also, 28 people have been said to die in fire disaster in Gombe, while 699 lives were saved by the state's fire service in 2021. This information was contained in data made available to NAN in Gombe by Mahmoud Saliu, the Deputy Operation Officer of the service. Also, the data revealed that property worth about 7 billion naira was saved, while property worth about 2.23 billion were lost to the fire disaster in the year under review. According to the report, 280 incident calls were received during the period, while 58 persons recorded various degrees of injuries. Mr. Saliu further said that the fire outbreaks in 2022 are well prepared for, as if anything of such will happen. Also, a member of the House of Representatives, Femi Bamisile, has told the All Progressive Congress to embrace and apply zoning in picking its governorship candidate for the June 18 election. Bamisile appealed to Governor Kayode Fayemi to rectify injustice allegedly being meted to Ekiti South senatorial district of the state, saying that there are widespread claims that the Ekiti South senatorial district of the state has been sidelined and prevented from producing a governor since the advent of democracy in 1999. Bamisile, who is also the chairman of the House Committee on Federal Road Maintenance Agency, promised to prioritize leadership and good governance, human capital development, agriculture, industrial growth, amongst others, as cardinal objectives of his administration if elected as governor of Ekiti State. It was also reported that terrorists known as Boko Haram have adopted an unspecified number of mobile policemen at the Police Mobile Training School in Lemankara Goza local government area of Borno State. Information made available to the Punch says that the attack came during the training school around 8:22 a.m. with gun trucks and shot sporadically into the air before kidnapping the mobile police instructors in Adamawa State.
The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and its military wing, Eastern Security Network, as the primary cause of insecurity in the state and southeastern part of Nigeria. However, Governor Hope Uzodinma is convinced, beyond the activities of the IPOB, where the governor, in his own view, that there are bigger sponsors in the picture that are actually responsible for the insecurity sopping in his leadership, and saying that precisely the governor accused the former governor of Imo State, Senator Rochas Okorocha, and the governorship candidate for Action Alliance in the 2019 gubernatorial election, Uche Nwosu, who happens to be the son-in-law of Okorocha, as the financier of banditry and also kidnapping in Imo State. And since the revelation by the Imo State's government, there have been arguments suggesting the exoneration of the indigenous people of Biafra from the insecurity challenges in Imo State. A lot of analysts are arguing that IPOB had been vindicated by the recent revelation of the state's government, but a closer look at the past activities of the indigenous people of Biafra will maintain the involvement of proscribed group in the cases of acute insecurity in Imo State, and it is safe to say that the revelation of the state's government is not enough to exonerate the IPOB of insecurity in Imo State. Rather than clear their names, they appear bent on using overt and covert means to blackmail the police high command, which legitimately arrested Uche Nwosu. They are also seeking to dent the image of the fine security officers attached to the governor of Imo State. The statement issued on Monday and made available read: plots by those believed to be fueling insecurity, particularly kidnapping, banditry, arson, and cannibalism in Imo State ahead of January 4, 2022. Imo stakeholders meeting got ahead on Monday with false news of the alleged arrest of the security officers attached to Governor Hope Uzodinma. Governor Uzodinma, it is believed that they will use the stakeholders meeting to expose the identities of those behind insecurity and other forms of criminality in Imo State. This has prompted Imo citizens to become more curious to discover the identities of those undermining their peace and prosperity. Thus, the current media frenzy by both Rochas Okorocha and Uche Nwosu appears to be strengthening the notion of culpability. To discredit the government and undermine the peace which the government has achieved so far, as was evident in the large number of Imo people who came back home from around the world for Christmas and New Year festivities, the duo have resorted to publishing falsehood yet again about security officers in the state's government house. Their claim of the current arrest and detention of the certain Shaba, whom they alleged to be the CSO of the Imo State governor, is trained to the governor CSO, is not known by the name of Shaba, both officially and otherwise. In addition, no security officer in the governor's security team was either arrested or is currently unaccounted for. As such, the entire story can be described as a poor scripted fabrication aimed at misleading the unsuspecting public. For the avoidance of doubt, Okorocha and Nwosu have been specifically mentioned by suspects who are in the custody of security agents as being sponsors of kidnapping and banditry in Imo State, using their relationship with former ex-militants to perpetrate the crimes. Rather than clear their names, they appear bent on being overt and covert means to blackmail the police high command, and the public must be informed that the entire report is false and a failed attempt to frustrate the Imo stakeholders meeting taking place on Tuesday. And this is why the mass of Imo people who are undoubtedly peaceful and fun-loving are enjoined to discountenance the serial falsehood that continues to churn out the embattled duo. The focus and direction of the Governor Uzodinma-led government, it must be emphasized, will continue to be about the well-being of people of the state, no matter what is stake. And these were the comments.
Are not released. The President General of the organization, Professor George Obiozo, told Tribune Online in Owerri on the telephone on Saturday that such statement did not come from him, and as such should be completely disregarded because it is coming from fake and dissident group that has no address. He said that Igbos have not decided on anything like that, and that Ohanaeze Ndigbo will only speak when they hear my voice or Alex Ogbonaya. Izugu Zoro Group is a fake group who are claiming to be Ohanaeze Ndigbo. Obiozo maintained that the said group had no local standing to talk about such issues concerning Igbo and was looking for cheap attention.